Lewis. Let's speak to Lewis, a Man United fan. Hello, Lewis.
Andy, Jason.
How are you?
Right. Just want to talk quickly about yesterday and quickly about United in the bigger picture. Because, Andy, we spoke about 6 weeks ago and we were top of the league then. And it's dramatically changed a bit since. So yesterday, I think United missed a big chance to really put a nice gap of 9 points between us and the fifth place team, which is Chelsea. But Ollie, as usual, goes out with, this sort of negative attitude, doesn't want to lose the big games and happy for the draw. We've done it all season.
Hold on 1 second, Lewis, because Fergie would have gone to the bridge looking for a draw.
Yeah, on paper, it's not a terrible result. I'm not saying that. But if you look at the bigger picture, I'll have results against the big heads this year.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, 6 points from 21 is shocking. And if you look deeper, 1 goal in those games, and that was a penalty. And then if you throw in the Leicester game as well, which was 2-2, so you're looking at 7 points out of 24. It's not good enough. We're Man United. I know you could say, Fergie wouldn't have minded that result, whatever, but we're Man United. It's poor, Top, since we've been top, we've won 3 out of 9. We got top. I don't know how we got top, but we got top. And I did call you that night, and I told you to calm down, Andy. I said, don't get too carried away, because this is still not a great United team. And you mocked me a little bit for playing it down.
Hold on. When you said don't get carried away, I was never ever suggesting United were going to win the league.
No, I know you weren't. No, I agree with you. You never said that, but you were getting the party poppers out a little bit and saying, we're top of the league. Oh. But I rang you and I said, look, let's just calm down. I think we're more in the top 4 battle rather than the league. And look what's happened. We're 12 points behind. We'll be 15 tomorrow night.
Yeah, but we're not United. I think United are much further along than they should be. I never expected United to be second this season at all.
No, I agree. But you think since the back end last season, this team constantly blows big games. Right, the semi-finals in the Europa League and FA Cup last season, the players froze, the manager froze. We blew it. We've done it again this year. The City League Cup semi-final froze, turned in another stinker. The must-win game against Leipzig or not lose game against Leipzig, we lost it. We got knocked out of the Champions. This team keeps doing it time and time again under Ollie. It's just, that's why I said...
I think you've been a little bit harsh, Lewis.
I'm not, Andy. These are facts. These are results. Yes, we're second in the league, but we are only a top 4.
Okay, let me ask you this. From when
the top 4.
I hear what you're saying. From when Fergie left in 2013, that club went backwards. I would say now United have got the best squad and are in the best position they've been in since he left.
Well, I mean, we finished second under Jose, and this season hasn't finished yet. So if you go and buy stats, then, we'll have to wait until the end of the season.
Would you agree or not agree with my stat?
Yeah, well, it depends how you want to look at it. You could look at it in another way. We're on our biggest trophy drought since the early 80s. It's 4 years in May since we last won a trophy. It's not good enough for Man United. You said earlier you knocked the FA Cup. The FA Cup's not good enough for United. But it is. This current Man United team, the FA Cup, is pretty much what we're capable of winning as a maximum in the League Cup. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to win the Champions League. Even the Europa's a debate. We've got to be realistic where we are, Andy. I don't
think you're being realistic. I don't think the FA Cup is big enough for United. It won't save anyone's job.
No. In the grand scheme of things, it isn't. But in this current dip we were in since Ferguson left, it is a trophy which we'll quite happily take. I know I would. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's win an FA Cup. Let's win the Europa League, and we can build on it. But I still think this team, we're only a top 4 team at best. You look at our home form this season's been shocking in all competitions.
Wow, you're really negative, Lewis.
No, I know you're going to say that, Andy. I knew you were going to say that, but I'm just being realistic. We're only 6 points.
But I don't. But the job that Solskjaer had when he took over was so massive, and he's not anywhere near the end of it.
Yeah, but when's he going to improve it then? When's he going to move on? He's been there over 2 years.
Well, I do think he has improved it.
I don't think he has that much. You look at our results. We're stinking the place at Old Trafford regularly, as Jason says. The team is still, poor for me. It's 4 or 5 players short of winning the league, this team.
Where are the 5? Where are the 5? Half an outfield team short of winning the league.
Yeah, we went through this last time. I don't want to go through it with you again because you'll start. I want to talk more about the broader picture rather than the fine pickings.
Okay, let me ask you this, then, Lewis, because you're incredibly critical, right? I understand what you're saying, but I think too much. What needs to change? What would you do?
Well, the new manager for a start, right?
Who? Give me a name.
Well, Turkel would have done us. He's a better manager than Ollie, right? We've missed out on quite a few good managers. Angelotti we could have had, but we kept with Ollie. There's been a few. Pochettino. I know you can say what's he won, but he's going to start winning things with PSG now. But we need a better manager, better team all round. It's short in the defence, like I pointed out. Because last time I spoke to you, you said, "Oh, well, our defence is just as good as Liverpool's." Because 6 weeks then you were looking at the league table base. Now it's I think we're
it's better than Liverpool's.
Well, it is, but Liverpool having a shocker. You look. If you look,
don't dispute that, but I gave you a quote and it was correct.
Poor defence this season.
I don't think you're a United fan, Lewis. I can't remember.
That last time.
Yeah, well, I must have been right. I can't remember a United fan coming on and slaughtering the side. They're second in the Premier League.
I don't think he slaughtered them. I
Look, I haven't got going yet.
Look. Here's the go on.
Jason, can I ask you a question, right? Because I think you're the best pundit on talkSPORT, right? And you should bring back Paul Cundy, right? The producer's listening, right? It's the best show on talkSPORT, right? I think there was a question asked yesterday, who's more likely to win the league next, Chelsea or United, if you stick with the current managers? I know there'll be a few players coming and going in the summer, but I think it'd be Chelsea because Tuchel's a better manager than Solskjaer.
The problem is right now...
What do you think?
Okay, here's where we are right now, okay? Other than Man City... Everyone else, United, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, there's not a lot to choose between them. There's not a gap. There's not like that massive gap that we've seen in the past where second... And right now, this time last year, Liverpool were doing exactly the same. And you could argue that City... Where was City? City was second around about this sort of time now. Again, this happened again. There's one team. The rest... There ain't a lot to choose between.
No, you're right.
There's
you're
not,
right.
and I don't want to say it's a poor league because City fans are late saying that, but City are over the hill and far away. They are superior by some distance to anyone, and the challenge is from United, Chelsea, Liverpool this season as well, and all those other big heads, Arsenal, Spurs, is to get back to closer to Man City. We are miles from City. Everyone.
I think this year, if we can get top four and maybe win an FA Cup,
and that's But you're talking about Chelsea and Man United now, both in that conversation, trying to get top four. And Spurs, Chelsea United used to battle out for top. We are miles from where we were, miles.
Yeah. So
both
United are miles away.
Miles from City.
Open your eyes. We are miles away.
I'm not suggesting we're not. But what I am suggesting is Pep's had a far longer time at Man City to get that team right. Solskjaer went there.
Another 3 years, he won't win us the league. He's not good enough.
We don't, Lewis. Because we haven't got a time machine. We don't factually know.
Right, because he isn't good enough, Andy.
Lewis,
deep down, he's not good enough.
Okay,
right? Even if we got Erling Haaland coming or Kane up front, or
Lewis, let me ask you this. Question.
Useless.
Let me ask you this question. Right.
Yeah,
was that a penalty at the bridge yesterday?
Yes, it was.
Right. If that penalty, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Okay.
I understand.
Right, I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking at a massive glass, half empty, half full than half empty. Right.
Yeah,
if that penalty is given, a United score and win, just go with me on it, right? And then we play City at the weekend and were to beat them, which is possible. The gap between United and City, with 11 games to go, would be 6 points. Now, I'm not suggesting United are going to win the league, but what I'm suggesting, if you would have said to any United fan at the beginning of the season...
Let me answer that. Let me reply back, right? Chelsea should have had a penalty at Old Trafford, right? That was a blatant penalty they should have had. So we got away with one that day. We should have had a penalty yesterday, yes, but that balances that off. Look, we lost to Sheffield United since we last spoke, right? And we threw away 2 points against West Brom. So you could argue, that's 5 more points on top. I understand that, but you could do that all the time.
Okay, all right, answer me this then, Lewis, right? Apart from Man City, no one has lost less games this season in the Premier League.
Yeah. No, they're too good. I said to you that. When I spoke to you, I said, look, City are miles better than us.
I'm not talking about the City perspective. I'm talking about United's. I'm talking about United.
Yeah, but if any United fan thought 6 weeks we were going to win the league,
no, they didn't. They didn't, Lewis. But what I'm saying is,
loads of fans rang up and thought they were.
Right. Well, you get fans phoning up saying Arsenal are going to get relegated, and the same week Arsenal are going to win the league. So I wouldn't take too much into that. But what I am saying is, I'm not suggesting that United are close to Man City, and I'm not suggesting that Solskjaer will win the Premier League next year. But what I am suggesting is, from where United were, not just on the pitch but off it, when Solskjaer came in and took over from the mess that Jose left, United, the squad, the place, is in a far better place than it's ever been since Fergie left.
It might be, but it's not that much better in terms of whether we won any trophies in that time. No. Is the football still rubbish most weeks? We play win, lose, draw football most months.
It took Fergie. Look how long it took Fergie to get it right.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen with Ollie. Look, I'll give you a proposition, Andy. Would you keep Ollie for another 2 and 3 years, say, give it an extension in the summer, or a world-class manager comes up and give him, say, 150 million as a war chest? What would you stick with Ollie?
Okay, can I ask 2 questions on the back up before I give you my answer?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, where have United finished for me to make that call?
Well, okay, say we finish 4th and we don't win a trophy.
Right, and why can't Solskjaer have that £150 million?
Well, yeah, he could do, but the point is his tactics aren't going to improve. It hasn't improved since December 2018 to now. He keeps making the same mistakes. He's trying the same. Are you really happy with this current?
I think where United are now, and the backroom staff he's got there, and the feel-good factor. I think it's the best it's been. I
think there's a lot of naive tactics going on with the coaching staff. They can't even get a goal kick right or defend a corner. That keeps happening all the time. Same mistakes. Look, this we could be Monday night. We could be 5th, right? So don't get carried away, Andy. That we're second, everything's okay. It's not. That's all I'm bringing up about. Is have a general update review with you on where this team is.
When you say Monday night, you could be 5th. Monday night, we could be 9 points behind City in 2nd.
Well, yeah, but we could be. But I'm just saying, it's not like we've sewn up top 4 Champions League.
No,
football,
of course it's not. I'm happy. I'm happy, Lewis. I'm happy with where we are at the moment.
Well, okay, maybe because we're in 2 cup competitions, yes, and we're second. I suppose, yes, I'm happy with that. But in terms of the league, we're still well short. I
don't dispute that. But look how long Pep's had, and look how much he's spent.
Look, I'll call you at the end of the season, and we'll see where we're at.
Okay,
yeah?
when you do that, right? Yeah. Just quickly, because I've got to let you go. But when you do that, for you to be wrong, what needs to have happened to United that season?
Well, no, I'm not going to ring up and start, saying, "Oh, I told you so, told so."
No. But what I'm saying is, for you to phone up and say, "I got it wrong," what do United need to accomplish?
Well, I don't know. It's a hard one to answer.
If United win a trophy and finish 2nd, is that enough for you to say I got it wrong?
Well, no, I'd be happy with that.
No, but is that enough for you to phone up and say I got it wrong?
No, it isn't.
You'll still be right. United finish 2nd, win a trophy. You're still right. He's the wrong man.
All right. Go on then. I'll give you it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you it. Yeah, right. I'll give you it.
And when we win 2 trophies, I want a double apology, right, Lewis?
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
But I'm right on some things, Andy. I'm right on some things.
I'll tell you one thing you're not right on. Who's got the fader?